by clap their hands at thee, they hiss and wag their heads at the daughters of Jerusalem, saying, is this the city that men call perfection, of beauty, the joy of the whole earth? All thine enemies have opened their mouths against thee. They hiss and gnash their teeth. They say, we have swallowed her up. Certainly this is the day that we have looked for.
That's Esau's mentality, man, and the heathens. Esau wants to make us wicked in the hope that the Most High will do away with us. You know, and that's exactly the mentality of Esau, man. That's why you can't trust the devil, man.
That's right.
You can't trust the devil.
What you think he does his best, all right, to keep us sinning, man. Or he's just gonna put pork in the toothpaste and shit like that.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
And all the foods we eat, he's gonna line it with pork, whatever, pork lining and all that shit, the chicken, I don't know. That's what he does though, he's the devil. He thinks of these devious plans, man. This is the person we're telling you about.
Yeah,
we're
man.
That's
warning you about
right.
this person, man. He's all around you. Okay? He's from the little baby Edomite to a grown-ass Edomite, man. To an old little cracker that can't even walk anymore, man. He's still the same devil.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
There was a video that emerged on social media. Two white bitches, they were pretty much talking about the word nigger, and they're telling us Jakes to get over slavery and how to pretty much, they weren't there. They didn't do the oppressing, so we should get over it. You know? But little do they know that they're their forefathers coming back in the regeneration. All right? So that bitch was there, man. She was enjoying all of it.
That's right.
And just to make another point as well, it wasn't the elites that were doing the lynchings and all that crazy shit. It was you regular common ass Edomites. Alright, it's you devils. You know? The ones that want to smile in our face now. You devils did that shit.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So don't come here with that foolishness.
Right.
The Most High has you marked as well, man.
Right.
Even, why do you think Yahweh Shai said that he's gonna come back for the ones that pierced him, man? You know?
That's also why.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, but those were common men too. Pierce.
Yeah, that's exactly. Kind.
Everyday guys who get up and get their
police,
paycheck.
yeah, the police force, the centurions, Watergate centurions and shit. All right. They probably, they could be they could be an NYPD police officer that crucified Yahweh Shai. Man, you never know. And I only say New York because it's like New York is like the epicenter of the.
It's Rome.
Yeah, it's Rome all over again. That's why I say it could be, spiritually, but who knows? You know what I'm saying? But either way, the Most High has it out for them, man.
Right.
It says, I'll read that again. So 16, Lamentations 2 and 16. All thy enemies have opened their mouth against thee. They hiss and gnash their teeth. They say, we have swallowed her up. Certainly this is the day that we looked for. We have found. We have seen it. The Lord has done that which he had devised. He has fulfilled his word that he had commanded in the days of old. He hath thrown down and hath not pitied, and he hath caused thine enemy to rejoice over thee. He has set up the horn of thine adversaries.
So what you're seeing is really a process, because this slavery or this captivity that we're going through, all this hell, it just didn't happen overnight. It was a process of you sinning and sinning over and over again. So now that's why we're here and we're feeling the full effects of the curses, right? And that's justice. That's justifiable. But at the end of the day, we're gonna get out of it, right? There's a solution to our problems, and that solution is really coming back to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Really, the Son first, which is Yahweh Shai, the Savior, right? Because He is the door and the gateway to get into the kingdom of heaven, man. All right?
That's right.
Yeah, man. Stop.
Yeah. All right, this is Nehemiah 9. We'll start at 9. Okay, God. It says, and didst see the affliction of our fathers in Egypt, and heardest their cry by the Red Sea, and showed us signs and wonders upon Pharaoh and all his servants, and in all the people of his land, for thou knewest that they dealt proudly against them, so didst thou get thee a name as it is this day, and thou dividest the sea before them, so that they went through the midst of the sea on the dry land, and their persecutors thou threwest into the deep as a stone into a mighty waters. Moreover, thou leddest them in the day by a cloudy pillar, and in the night by a pillar of fire, which are chariots, to give them light in the way wherein they should go.
That's actually funny because that can be metaphorical to where we live right now, man. We're essentially the world that we live in now is like a wilderness, man. It's a wilderness, and the pillar of light is this truth that directs the way for our people.
I'm gonna jump down. Pretty much the point was, you know, the Most High did all these wonders for Jake, but they turned their back on that. So I'll jump down to verse 16. It says, "But they and their fathers dealt proudly, and hardened their necks, and hearkened not to thy commandments." You know, going back to the process of our continual our continual rebellion, man. Because like the brother said, it was a process, right? And now we're on this side of the world feeling the full effects of it, man. All right, and to add on to that as well, it's like the 400 years of like hardcore slavery wasn't enough, man. Or, you know, like the transatlantic slave trade wasn't enough for you Jakes, man. That's a humbling thing, man. You Jakes are not humble at all, man. Imagine being stripped out of your own fucking land to be put on a ship, man. Stacked like a fucking sardine. And then your women are, moon cycles are all spreading on you. People throwing up, shitting and pissing, man. You guys don't fucking consider that shit. That's humbling as fuck, man. That's what the Most High put you through, and you still want to act proud against the Most High. You know? You have something wrong?
Yeah, go ahead, finish it up.
Verse 17, "And refused to obey, neither were mindful of thy wonders that ended their necks," man. So they never considered the ways of the Most High and what he could do. You know, when Jake was in a good state, they're like, okay, we don't need the Most High anymore. You know? And that's why Jake is in the state they're in now, man.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yes. Go ahead.
I got some more. Hold on.
Okay.
It says, back in verse 17 of Nehemiah 9, it says, "And in their rebellion appointed a captain to return to their bondage, but thou art a God ready to pardon, gracious and merciful, slow to anger, and of great kindness, and forsookest them not." You know? So even now that we're out here, it's a form of the Most High showing mercy to Jake, man. And we're giving you that warning. We're showing you that you need to get right. You know, you Jake.
That's right.
All right, we're on the internet, we're on the highways and byways. The warning is coming out, man. But when the Most High shuts that gate, man, it is what it is. It's open season on Jake, man.
That's right.
It's open season on Jake. Jacob's trouble is coming. All right, Esau's gonna let that sword all loose on you, Jakes, man. Drone strikes on your hoods, all of that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, Esau's not gonna play with you, Jakes. Cause he can't wait to get you, Jakes, man. All you Jakes that think you're hard and bad and whatever, man. Think you're something with your little strap or whatever, you know? Esau has the biggest guns, man. Can't do nothing against Esau. That's his blessing, man. Yeah, you have a little 1-2, but come on now. The man has military, Air Force, drones, like I said, drone strikes, all of that. Take you out, man.
Organized, man.
He's organized, man. He don't take you
Organized
out
to
like
get your
that.
ass,
You know?
Organized crime.
So that's why you know, this is the mercy right now, man. This is actually mercy that we're out here, you know?
We got a quick precept. You know, to back the brother's point up, us going through slavery and all the hell we went through, it wasn't enough for Jake, you know, to get righteous, right? So this is Sirach 11 and 24, and it says, again, I'll just read from here. Again,
say not I have enough and possess many things. And what evil can come to me hereafter? Here's the point. In the day of prosperity, there is a forgetfulness of affliction.
That's right.
And in the day of affliction, there is no more remembrance of prosperity.
That's right.
You know, so our people have forgotten what they went through. So now, you know, because they have freedom, so-called freedom now. You live in your own house. You know, Esau isn't whipping you all day, all night. You know, you think now everything's good. You forget about your affliction, man. And then now that we're living, and then even in the time of affliction,